Yo, welcome back to another episode. We are the homies of the round table where the table ain't round, but at least we ain't square.
Facts.
I am your host, Trio Daciano, and in the building with me, I got the big homie, Adam.
You know what it is.
And you know how we be, man. Here at the round table, we're going to talk about things like boss talk,
Homie talk.
funny talk,
And a whole lot of other
BS to help you de-stress. Hey, but before we get into it,
You know what time it is.
vibe check.
Vibe.
Yo, how was your week, big homie?
You know, the week was good. The week was it was long, but it was good.
For sure.
I don't really have much to complain about, man. You know, it's Sunday. We on the weekend. We still got the rest of this day to go. So
You're
you know, a lot of times the weekends they tend to fly by. This one's actually been fairly long too, so I really can't complain.
already. What'd you get into, man? We ain't link at all this week, bro.
We didn't link at all, man. So not really much to speak of on Saturday. Didn't really do a whole lot, but I will say today I went to church this morning. Right,
Already.
been my soul been fiending for a little bit of Jesus, man. A lot
Okay.
of it, man. Actually, so I can tell you just a real quick story from the sermon that I think a lot of people can appreciate, whether they're Christian, Muslim, or shoot, even atheists.
Hey, talk to him.
I think could appreciate this. So, the pastor was talking about how he went on a trip with his wife. They went to New Mexico, and I believe it was. And anyway, he said that they went to the Grand Canyon. Is that where does the Grand Canyon run through New Mexico?
Bro, you asking the wrong one.
Well, anyway, I might have got the location wrong, but anyway,
Yeah.
to go ahead and just continue with the story, he went to the Grand Canyon with his wife,
Uh-huh.
and they were out there looking at the Grand Canyon, and he is just marveling at this humongous creation of God, man. It's just
Yeah.
this massive, natural phenomenon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just like it's amazing. You ever gone somewhere and you see something so beautiful and so amazing that you're just like, wow,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so that was his reaction to seeing the Grand Canyon
Uh-huh.
for the first time. Well, while he was out there, they're walking. They're with a bunch of people. They typically there's a guide that'll take you through the Grand Canyon or whatever if you choose to have one.
Yeah.
And anyway, so they go out there, and the pastor sees a sign, and he's wondering, why is there even a sign out here? It's the Grand Canyon, but the sign says, don't jump. The sign says, please do not jump. It's not that bad, right? And when he said that, I was like, oh, okay. Because there's obviously been some circumstances where somebody did,
Yeah.
right? And so he went to touch on the fact that that there's two types of people, in the world, and this is regarding this incident right here. That there are those that when they see something, like that, they can see the beauty in it and how wonderful it is. And then there are those that, they just think to themselves, man, it's all so bad. I just want to jump and end it all.
Yeah.
And really what I got out of that was, perception is everything, right? So there are different people that have, these different perspectives. And obviously his perspective was complete opposite to how some people might view it. And anyway, just to everybody that's out there watching, I think everybody could use this, and apply it to their daily life. That if you're approaching, something happening in your life, and it just seems bad, or it just seems, ungiving or just relentless, and it's just so negative, maybe try to switch your perspective, and see it in a different light. man, I was like, man, that hit home for me, man, because there's been many situations that I've been in where I see nothing but the bad in it.
Yeah.
And then if I would just switch my perspective just a little, I'd be able to see that, there's actually a lot of good that can come out of that. So,
Yeah, damn.
so I ain't mean to get real deep on you like that, but man, that's,
Nah, you know what? Let's go there today. Because even outside of all the funny crap that's been going on, man, I've also had my own ups and downs and stuff like that, my own struggles. I mean, yeah. Because I'm definitely one of those people that don't normally talk about what's going through my head. Like it's real hard for me to really, sit down with somebody or even call somebody, just be like, yo, I got this going on. I just need to, talk about it or whatever.
Right.
So changing your perspective. It's funny that you mentioned that because we had our reviews at work this week, right? Mm-hmm. And we're doing the reviews, it's on a rating system, 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. First 1 week they have you go through, rate yourself, and then they'll come in and they'll, tell you what they've been rating you on stuff like, hey, your productivity you put down a 4. I think you're more of a 3, or something like that, right? So, one of the things on there, it says enthusiasm, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, for people that don't know me, okay, and people that have never worked with me, mm-hmm. I do not have the most enthused face at work. Okay.
Especially not in the morning, bro.
Okay, I am not a morning person. I am a night owl by definition. Every definition of the word. All right, I'll be out there with the owls just hooting, bro.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely a stay up till 3 a.m. kind of person.
For real. Yeah, I was until I hit 30, and then 30 was like, hey, bro, it's 9:30. Lay it down.
I feel like when you hit a certain age, you just get the itis by default. It's just like it. There's this resurgence, man. There's just like this rise of the itis in your body, bro.
For real, all your bones be tired, bro. But so I think on enthusiasm, I might have put a 3 or something like that, right? Because I know how I am.
Right.
And
you were honest, though.
Yeah, I was being honest. Like, I know how I am. I'm not the most enthused person to come to work. I mean, this ain't even, like, my day job is not what I plan on doing for the rest of my life. So, of course, I'm not going to come in there, hey, how's everybody's day going?
Right, especially when you work at a warehouse and it's, like, heavy lifting. It's like, oh, I'm just so happy to move these, 3 tons of marble.
Right. Facts. Oh, no problem. I'll grab that ceiling for you. Like, no, it's not me. So... he was like, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on enthusiasm. But to be honest with you, I was kind of wavering between, 2.5 or 3. I mean, I'll agree with you on the 3. And I gave him that look like, a 2?
Man.
Yeah. He was like, and it's not, I mean, you're a very positive guy. You come in with a lot of positive energy and stuff, but of course you're not the most enthused. I mean, you're working in the wrong position, I can obviously tell, but you do, you do your job well and stuff like that. But, when I think of enthusiasm, I don't think about, somebody that's really good at picking out, the negatives that we need to work on, but also somebody that kind of goes out of their way of expressing the good, bringing up that somebody did a great job on this or somebody did a great job on that.
Right.
Not to say that you're bad at it, but it's not something that you do often. So when I think of enthusiasm, that's what I'm thinking about. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's all kind of a perspective thing. If you're positively reinforcing other people, then it's going to come back.
Yeah.
And
you'll receive the same energy.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, I never really thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Like most of the time we have our meetings once a week and they're always asking, hey, is there anything that we need to work on this week? Is there anything that you want to critique, anything that you want to bring up, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. Most of the time I'm thinking about, okay, we got to fix this. We got to fix that. Now work on this, work on that. I'm never really thinking about, hey, you know what? Oh boy, lifted like 30 ceiling fans today, bro. Shout out to him,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that. So, changing your perspective can be in all different ways. And from the story that you were talking about, it kind of made me think about that too.
It's amazing how everything's like interconnected.
Yeah.
You know?
So on that note, talking on deeper subjects and stuff like that, one of my homegirls, she's also been going through it lately, you know? She went from having no job for a little bit to now she's got 2 jobs.
Right.
And is a full-time parent.
It's a full plate.
Yeah, and not really getting no help. Like, the girl sleeps maybe like 3.5 hours a day. Ish.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Okay? And I know
Sleep deprivation is real, man. It can really catch up to you really badly.
Facts.
And affect everything that you do.
Facts. And I know how cranky I am when I don't catch my sleep.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how cranky a full-time mother is after working 2 jobs, coming home at like 6 in the morning and laying down for all of like 2 hours, you know?
Oh, man. Just to wake back up and do it all over again.
Facts.
Right.
You know, so the whole don't jump sign, you know, it's not that bad. How you were talking about there's 2 ways people can look at it, like, oh, that's amazing, you know, like that's beautiful. I'm glad they put that there. And then some other people can look at it like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do anymore. You know, when I research a lot of the people that make it, a lot of the people that make millions of dollars and have these giant homes and condos and stuff like that, when you really look at their story, a lot of them will tell you the same thing. I was this close to giving up, this close to throwing in the towel. Because I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't think it was going anywhere.
Right.
I was this close. But I took another step.
Kept digging.
I gave it one more day. And out of nowhere, everything clicked into place for me.
But that just goes to show you that when you're on a mission or when you're chasing your dreams and, you know, you're just trying to make it, right? Trying to make it happen. The moment that you feel like that, oftentimes can be a sign of how close you really are to making it. And, you know, just that right there, like, you know, if you're meditating or if you're praying and you're asking for a sign, and then all of a sudden you feel like that, that just might be your sign.
Right.
You know?
Because, I mean, like even thinking of it from a video game standpoint, right? You know, the hardest level is usually the last level in the game.
That's facts. Let that simmer in, man. Like let that just. What you just said holds so much weight, and it's so simple. It's a video game comparison, but it's so true.
It's normally the hardest level in the whole game. It's where all the skills that you've accumulated throughout this entire journey has led you to the finale. You know, and if you that close to ending the game, why would you stop now?
Right. You're so close to winning.
You're that close.
And, you know, I feel like a lot of people that like are just like in a dark time and there's just, you know, everything is hard. Everything seems like an inconvenience. Everything seems 10 times harder than what it usually is or what it really is. You know, I feel like they just need to take the time and just realize that, you know, darkness is the absence of light, right? So if you start to view things in a better light, you know, you just might shed some light on other areas in your life, and you know, your life might brighten up a little bit for you, and it won't seem like it's so bad. It's easier said than done, but
yeah, I can agree with your standpoint, but at the same time, I can see the negative of looking at it that way too. And here's why, right? So, even taking my own personal experiences. Matter of fact, this week alone, right? So, I also have depression, right? I think I've mentioned that on other podcasts and stuff like that. And, you know, mine this year hasn't been nearly as bad as any other year because I've been doing as much as I can to stay positive and just think positively and look for the next good thing instead of the next bad thing that might happen. But depression is an evil bitch, you know? She don't give up. She's very persistent. She will pop up on you when whenever you least expect it. You know,
It's unrelenting.
so so I had my own. You know, I had a week where it was a little darker for me. You know, harder to find the light and stuff like that. And this is also the same week that I decided that I was going to join a boxing gym. Now we've mentioned it before, but I'm a big ass dude. You know, I'm a big guy. Working out has never been one of my favorite things to do. Even when we used to work out, you know, it took a long time before I was like, yeah, let's go hit the gym, you know, because I was never into sports. You know, I was never the most physical person outside of when we used to go to the skating rink all the time. But
Right.
back then, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Miss those days, actually.
For real. Rope bounce days was real.
Bro.
But, you know, so on top of already feeling like I was in the darkness, like for me, a lot of it comes from insecurities, you know, not seeing myself physically a certain way, not feeling like I'm good enough, not feeling like I can accomplish things that I love to do. Like I struggle to even work on my art this past week, even though art is my passion, is one of my drives. I struggle to pick up a pen just to even start sketching something, even though I know that once I start doing it, I'll fall back in love with it every time. And when it came day to me for me to actually go to that boxing gym, all those insecurities popped up again, even stronger.
Started to question
It's like,
everything
why-
about
yeah,
the
I was like-
decision to join the gym.
Yeah, like I paid all this fucking money,
Yeah.
and I know I don't even want to go. Like, why would I do this to myself? Why would I set myself up for failure? You know, it's kind of stupid stuff that I was thinking to myself. Like, everybody's gonna be looking at me funny. I can't even do push-ups. You know, like I can't do this. I'm not a jogger. I'm not that. You know, I'm just seeing all the ways that this can go bad. I pull up to the gym. I'm sitting in my car for about three to 5 minutes. All right. Take the first step. You know, walk in there, change your clothes, walk back out. Go in there. First door, that hoe locked. Maybe I should just turn around.
He said, maybe this is a sign that I shouldn't be here.
For real, it's like maybe this is the world telling me you don't need to do this. You know, like it's like this is validation for all the negative shit I was thinking the whole time. It's like I don't need to go in here.
No, that was those negative thoughts taking over.
So I
That's
walk
what
to
that
the
was.
next door. I'm passing all the boxers and stuff like that. The next door opens up. I'm like, all right, just change your outfit, whatever. I hear the bass from all the heavy music going on and stuff. Everybody's hype. Everybody looks
Yeah,
in shape.
yeah.
There's actual boxers in a ring practicing and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm about to look stupid. You know, like I'm about to look so stupid out here, bro. Like I don't know if I want to do this. I walk out. You go put my clothes in the car because my dumb ass still has not bought a gym bag to make this easier for me. I get back to the car. I'm looking at my boxing gloves. I'm like, all right, just grab the gloves, walk back in. And you can have somebody help you wrap your hands up, right? Because I don't know how to wrap my hands yet, right? That's I'm still learning or whatever. I'm looking around the car. I can't find my hand wraps. Like, bruh, I don't want to go. Like everything is telling me not to go. Like I don't want to go. I don't want to do this because I know I'm not going to be able to handle this for a whole hour. Like what kind of stupid ass move was this, right? But I'm like, fuck it. Take another step. I go back in the gym. I'm like, hey, do y'all sell hand wraps? He's like, yeah, I got you. Sold me some. I was like, hey, I know class is getting ready to start, but could you help me wrap my hands? He's like, don't even worry about it, bro. It's like, hey, yo, could you come here a second? And he calls another boxer over. And he's like, hey, can you help my man wrap his hands? Let him watch you. My man has already got one hand wrapped. He's like, oh, yeah, I got him, bro. Matter of fact, I'll start over. And I'm like, seriously?
You weren't expecting that to happen.
Yeah, I'm like,
right?
seriously? I'm like, oh, okay. He's like talking me through. It's like, yeah, wrap your hands like this, do it like that. Like, yeah, you got it. It's like, hey, don't be nervous. You know, whenever you got free time, wrap your hands in your free time. Like, yo, bet. That was the first little sign of light. You know, somebody went out of their way to help me, right? All because I asked, right?
Right. Yeah. Asking you shall receive, right?
I asked for help. Somebody came to me, right? I go over. Class has started. My man's like, all right, jog in place. I'm like, all right, yeah, my fat ass can jog in place. I could do that much. Like, yeah, I got that. All right, give me some jumping jacks. I was like, jumping jacks? I can do a couple jumping jacks.
Right,
I got
right.
this. I got this.
Right.
He's like, all right, give me some push-ups. I said, wait a minute.
Hold on. Do you understand how much I got to push up off the ground?
I said,
That's
wait.
how-
I said, wait a minute, bro.
I was good before you said push-ups. Can we do sit-downs?
For real,
How
bro.
about that? Like,
I hit the ground. I'm struggling.
and that wasn't you making that sound. That was your elbows.
Bro, I was creaking, bro. I was
Oh
creaking.
man.
I get the first one out. I do the second one. I hit the ground on the third one. I'm like, hey, well, 2 was a good start.
Right. Hey, at least you're doing it.
You know, I'm looking around. I'm looking at the class. Everybody else is good. I'm like, this is bullshit. I think I'm in the wrong class.
For real, I'm the only one that's struggling.
So it's like, this is not the amateur league. Like, this is full-grown boxers up in this bitch, right?
But you were probably, the newest one in there. These people were probably a little bit seasoned.
Facts.
Had been doing this,
I'll tell you when everything changed for me, right? So I'm still battling with myself. I'm telling myself over and over, just push through it. Give it another minute. Give it another 2 minutes. Give it another 5 minutes. I'm pushing, right? Mm-hmm. Finally, we had about 30 minutes in after our warm up and everything. He's like, all right, put your gloves on. We start hitting the punching bags. By this point, I am worn the fuck out, boy. Okay?
I know you were tired, probably dripping sweat.
Bro, I'm sitting here trying to throw right hooks and shit. Them hoes is flopping, bro. I look like spaghetti arms, bro. Just I'm just tapping the bag at this point. Take that bitch.
He said, right hooks with a chance of meatballs.
I ain't got no sauce, bro.
Bro, I know you were struggling in there, bro.
For real. Well, there was this girl that was working out next to me. Smaller, definitely fit, definitely not her first time, right? Mm-hmm. She looks at me and we smile at each other like, God damn. Right. And then she kind of walks off, comes back like another minute or so later, and she looks at me and a couple of the guys that I hadn't really been paying attention to. She's like, we still got 30 minutes of this torture.
Bro.
And all of us in that section bust out laughing. We just start shaking our heads and stuff. And that was the moment where I was like, damn, it's not just me.
Yo, like, I'm not the only one.
Like, I'm not the only one that's out here suffering, Mm-hmm. Like, it's not just me. There's other people that are struggling.
Right.
And that was the moment where everything just kind of started changing for me. Mm-hmm. That was the moment that my perspective started to change, where I was like...
Or actually, that's the moment that you decided to change your perception of the situation.
Right.
Right? Not that it just changed, but you made the decision based off of these different events happening around you, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. The view from the 5th floor and the 10th floor don't look the same. You the one that got to go up there, though.
Right. Yeah, you have to do the work. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck, is because they don't feel like they can do the work. But, at some point, enough is enough.
Right.
At some point, you got to stop letting yourself get beat down, and you got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and move forward.
I mean, even if you don't put it that bluntly, sometimes you got to let the ass whooping come to you. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
But because
sometimes.
Why? Because you're going to learn from it.
Yep. Sometimes you got to get your ass whooped. Mm-hmm. That's just the way of the world. The whole point of living is to battle for life every single day.
Right. Or battle against yourself, right? Because we're our own worst enemy, right?
Facts. That is hella true.
And I think that, back to what I was saying about, darkness is the absence of light. When you went to that gym, right? Mm-hmm. And you just shrouded. Your head was foggy. You were in a bad place. Mm-hmm. Bunch of negative thoughts going on, right? Well, that first sign of light that peeked in and started to eliminate some of that dark cloud was the guy that was helping you with your straps, right? And then later, the little girl that was in there, like, letting you know, hey, this is tough, and we still got 30 more minutes left. That in itself was light. And then I remember, because you told me this story already, what was another instance of light?
Yep. So that was day 1.
Okay.
Day 2 was when my perspective changed for me. Not just for me going to the class, but my whole perspective of myself started to change. So we get a different instructor this time, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm expecting to go through similar workout. Start off with jogging plays, and here's some this and that.
Right.
And that.
The standard warm up stuff.
Hannah. My man's is got to be like late 50s, early 60s. Okay. He's definitely an older guy.
He's seasoned.
And my dude has all the energy of a 5-year-old. Okay.
Was he like a former drill sergeant or something?
I don't
Like,
know.
what's up?
He was like lean cut. He was lean cut, right? He came into class, he's jogging. He's like, all right, on me, on me. And he starts running around the gym. I say, wait a minute. What we doing?
This ain't the standard warm up. I'm supposed to stretch.
For real, he had us do a couple of laps around the gym. He had us do this whole lift one leg, kick in, kick out, lift the other leg, kick in, kick out, all of this, whatever. I've never done any of this. Okay, I've never gotten used to this.
Doing all these
what he's
foreign
doing.
movements. I didn't even know my hip flexors could flex like that.
Okay,
Like
my man had us doing like he said, full squat, half squat, mid squat, full squat, up, squat, up, mid squat. I was like, huh? What? Huh?
that's that muscle confusion right there.
Bro, had me in there looking like Diglett, bro. I was just
Right.
So we doing all that. He had us run a circuit, which was like he set up different exercises for every one of us, and he had us form a circle, and then you just move to your left after every 30 seconds or whatever, right?
Right.
My man is killing us, right? I get down to this one little thing where it's like this little roller, and you gotta like roll all the way out, come back in, right? Basically, it's kind of like a crunch, but standing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it's called an ab roller.
Yeah. My fat ass ain't got no abs, right? Okay.
Right now, I don't either.
But I'm in the middle of doing that, right? And securities is coming back because, again, we're in a circle. This is one of the exercises. I'm like, I don't think I can do this at all. I am going to fall and hit my face for real in front of all these people.
Right.
So I start rolling out. I'm squeaking back, just.
Bro, I know your arms were shaky, bro.
Dog, I was. Yo. And he's doing a walk around, checking in on everybody, like helping them through the exercise, right? And he gets to me, I'm like, Lord, no.
Please, not me.
And my man said, come on, big guy. Come on, big dog. You got it. Stretch out. Put that butt in the air. And I put my butt in the air. He was like, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. And I'm like, okay.
I feel the energy.
My man had me hype or whatever, right?
I know he did too.
So we getting through the rest of the exercises or whatever. Another 15 minutes go by. Put on the gloves again. And he's like, all right, free form. Do what you want to do on a punch mat. Hit them combos. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Stuff like that, right? And in the background, he's calling people one by one up to the front to throw combos with him one-on-one, right?
Putting you on the spot, bro.
I stopped paying attention because I'm dying punching this punching bag, right? This punching bag is kicking my ass.
At this point, you just...
I am SpongeBob with marshmallows right now. All right.
Bro.
So I wasn't paying attention, and my man turns and looks at me. He's like, come on, big man. Come on. And I thought he was telling me, like, hit the punching bag harder. I was like, okay. And I'm, like, trying to hit it harder. And everybody's like, no, go up there. I was like, oh,
no. No. Can't be me.
And he calls me up to the front. And he started doing the exercise on me. He's like, jab, cross jab, hook, jab, hook. Come on, give me more. And he walks up and gets in my face. He's like, hey, you got to move around. He in your space. He look like chest to chest with me. He's like, he in your space. Do they stand around when they punch it? I was like, no, sir. He's like, give me more. So I'm starting to give him more or whatever. He's like, hey, reach down deep. Come on, I know you got more in you. You got more than this. Stop holding back. I was like, all right. And I swing. And he does one of these. And he's like, now that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Hit it like that. Come on. And I'm like, oh, shit. Now I'm swinging.
Right. You were motivated.
For real. I'm like howling, bro. I'm like, I'm throwing, right?
Just getting it.
And then he's like, all right, man, that's what I'm talking about. No more holding back. That was the moment my perspective changed.
Right. When he said no more holding
No
back.
more holding back.
But you know who was holding you back, right?
That's a big thing for me. Is I hold myself back in a lot of situations. Things I want to say, things I didn't say, things I felt like I should have done or didn't do. I hold myself back from a lot of stuff.
Right. And you know, this whole thing is kind of poetic, right? Because you know, you're going to a boxing gym.
Mm-hmm.
You're dealing with a lot in your head. It's almost like you're training for fighting yourself.
Right.
You know? Like and like you right. So like you training, you know, because it's almost like you're preparing to fight these demons, right? These inner demons, which we all got. We all got them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, whether it's, you know, just straight up depression, and that encompasses a lot already, or it's, you know, just not being motivated or feeling like you're not enough,
Right.
like you don't have the energy to do this, or like, you know, you don't feel like you're capable of doing that, right? But you know, those are the ops. You know how rappers always talking about, you know, like, oh, my ops want me to perish. Da, 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 da. No, yourself is your op,
Right.
right? You know, so like, you know, you got to go toe to toe with yourself daily, right? And victory is not from eliminating the person that's trying to hold you down, which is you. Victory is getting up every day and facing that person head on, regardless of how you feel.
So
And that's how you move forward.
So one of the things that I want to say to, you know, my homegirl, to myself, to you, to anybody that's struggling, there was a sign that was written on a board when I was leaving the boxing gym that day.
Okay.
And it is perfect for right now. It
All right.
says, you don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down.
Say it again.
You don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down. Dog, when I saw that, I was like, I ain't losing again.
That's empowering, isn't it?
I was like, I ain't losing again, bro. It can't be me, you know? Can't be me. So that's why I said earlier, it's like, it's okay to get your ass whooped. Sometimes you got to.
It's just not okay to stay there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you on the ground, get up.
Every time.
Because if you stay down, you submit to yourself, right? You submit to all these feelings that you have, right? Which is generated in here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if you know who Bob Proctor is. I think I've talked to you about him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Anyway, I won't go into full detail on who he is or what he does, but he said this on stage at a conference that he had. And it was, the title of the conference was Paradigm Shift, right? Well, we all have paradigms, you know, within our mind. And I'm not super studious on this. I don't know, you know, all that there is to know about paradigms, but he said, you know, if you're going through life and you have a certain perspective and it's like, you know, this is just how you are on a daily basis, right? You've created your paradigm within your mind. You know, so in order to shift your paradigm, in this instance for this show, we'll just say a paradigm is for the sake of what we started talking about, is perspective.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say, you know, it's perspective that we're talking about here. And he said there are three ways to change your paradigm, or in this case, your perspective, right? How you approach life. And he said, but two of them stuck out to me. He said, one is through repetition, you know, of basically the opposite of what you did for so long to create the paradigm that you're in now.
Yeah.
Right? Or another way, which is more instantaneous, it's rare, but it can happen, is when you have an epiphany, something that shocks the body and the mind.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just this realization of, oh crap, I don't have to be like this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I refuse to be like this. Well, it sounds to me like you almost had one of those moments.
It ain't even almost. I definitely had one of those moments.
You're right. Especially when you saw the sign. So I thought that was so dope that you know, because I just feel like there's so many people out there that feel like, you know, they can't do it. They feel like they can't do this, or like they just give up on themselves.
Right.
You know?
Yo, so on that note, if you had a moment like that where you felt like you not got knocked down, or you feel like, surrounded by darkness, or that you haven't been able to change your perspective, leave your story in the comments, man. Like, let us know. Like, we might wind up picking out a story just to highlight it.
Or they don't even have to. They don't even have to leave it in the comments, bro. They can hit us in the DMs if they don't want everybody to know, or they might just want to explain something to us personally. Maybe we can reach out and help them out. Like, everybody that's watching, if y'all need to slide into a DM, if you're going through something, hop in there. Tell us what's going on. We're more than happy to, talk to you guys and maybe help you get through it.
Facts. So, on another note, though.
What's up?
Somebody that we can't help get through it. Hitman versus Cassidy, bro.
All right. So for everybody that don't really know a whole lot about the hip hop game, there's a little something called battle rapping. And here recently in the battle rap world, there was a heavy hitter contest with Hitman Holla and Cassidy, the OG Cassidy. If you don't know who he is, look him up, because you should.
Right. Just so people understand how fire Cassidy is, bro. Cassidy wound up getting a record deal because he started off as a fire battle rapper. Do you understand how fire you gotta be to be flaming people up on corners, to selling out shows because people want to see you flame somebody up in a crowd?
And go ahead.
And then they were like, "Hey, yo, that dude can make some hits."
Okay, and certified platinum.
Certified platinum.
This man has sold millions of records.
Yep.
And all from his name circulating in the streets, from destroying people verbally.
Bro, I felt. So,
it's abuse. It's abuse what this man does to people.
So not dwelling on this one for too long, because we can't sit here pulling out all the fire lines that happened. Y'all gonna have to watch that. It was fire. Like, if you love hip hop, honestly, to me, it was pretty fire. There were some lines in there that some people did not catch right away. Like, I don't need your 2 cents. I just need your ears and your eyes. Bro.
2 cents, ears and eyes, senses.
Bruh.
Y'all, there were so many bars that you really have to pay attention to in order to understand.
Well, how did he put it? It's like what kind of hitman hollers? Real hitman moving silence. I'm used to violence.
Man.
Bro.
And then can we talk about for a second, the attempt to try to revive himself, and I'm talking about Hitman Holla here. The attempt to revive himself in that third round, when, he did everything. He did everything from the right. Like, he did everything from that, trying to hype everybody up, to bringing Nick Cannon out, which got used against him eventually.
He was like, "Bring your boss back out."
And he said that because he's on. Oh my God.
Wilding Out.
Wilding Out. Yeah. And so, he went to so many different lengths to try to, get the crowd riled up, almost as if he was trying to distract them from how trash he was compared to Cassidy.
Right. And no disrespect to Hitman, because he has some fire lines in there.
He wasn't Cassidy, though.
He has some fire lines in there.
It wasn't Cassidy,
but it was like Godzilla versus King Kong again, bro.
Bro. No. Hold up. No, this was King Kong versus Mecha Godzilla. Because this man came out there with the heat, boy.
Bro, he got hit with that flamethrower.
I was in shock.
You know what else shocked me this week?
What's up? What shocked you, bro?
Finding out Tom and Jerry's real names.
Which are?
Thomas and Jerome. The homie's black. Tom and Jerry is black, bro. Thomas and Jerome?
Dog, I knew they had some hood in them.
Oh yeah.
I knew they had some gangster in them. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that. Tom and Jerry got sold.
Bruh,
They couldn't have been white.
Dog, as soon as I found out, I was like, oh, that issue is or issue ain't hit different now. Bro. Like,
Dog,
that's a soul track.
bro, you know what else is different?
What's up?
No longer can you just be like, hey, go get that cat over there. That cat's real.
All right, it took me a second. I see where you went with that.
You didn't understand it at first, but like them cats over there.
I got you. I had to shift my paradigm for that.
Yo, speaking of real cats, bro. All right, I have a cat. You know this. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I think she low key be beating my ass while I'm sleeping.
Low key?
Cause I wake up at least 3 or 4 times a week, you know, with a new scratch on me somewhere. And I feel like sometimes I'll be swinging back in my sleep.
Nah, you be losing, bro. Cause Izzy, that's a golden paw, bro.
I ain't say I was winning. I said I think I'd be swinging back. But like it's bro, you know how we talked about how you low key were like having a Rocky moment?
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm getting trained in my sleep. My reactions are so much better here recently.
Oh, you got cat-like reflexes?
That's right, bro. And you know Izzy. Mm-hmm. You know her, and you know she's always trying to throw hands.
Yep, like Tom and Jerry, bro. On site.
Bro.
On site.
I might have to nickname her Jerome. Because I just, you know, I had to throw that in there. You know, you started mentioning Tom and Jerry stuff. I you know,
Dog.
she's real.
Oh, no.
That's what happens when you take a cat off the street. That's exactly what I did. Love them early as much as you can, because if you don't, it will turn out to be a hood cat, bro.
Bro.
Take the cat out the streets. Can't take streets out the cat, bro.
Bro.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Bro.
What's good? What's good, bro?
It's funny that you said you can't take a cat off the streets, bro. Because I've been seeing all these little petty fights that people been having with their girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff, bro. And it made me question. I came up with this, bro. Like, I saw this on Facebook. And it was like, petty shit to steal from your ex, bro.
Oh, bro, I shared it.
Bruh, come on. Son,
I'm the one that shared it.
Son, what is some petty shit that you would steal from your girl, bro?
The spinning table in the microwave.
The light from the refrigerator, bro.
The shower curtains. Nah, dog. All the hangers in the closet.
All the hangers in the closet. Oh, you gonna have to fold, bitch.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You know what some real petty stuff would be?
What's up?
You know, just like sneaker or X-Lax.
Dog.
And then take all the toilet paper out them up.
Dog. Coronavirus. Shit getting real.
Bro. Yo. Oh my God, bro. Like, there really be some people out here doing some petty stuff, bro.
Oh, facts. I'm one of them, bro. Because like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
You know,
like,
and go ahead. Go ahead.
Because if I'm being petty, bro, I'm stealing like all those little fitted sheets. You ain't gonna get no comfortable rest in this bitch, girl. Not without me.
So they just got to be sleeping with a naked bed.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. What? I don't care about your bed no more. It used to be ours. It's mine's now. I don't care.
You know what I feel like would also be extremely petty?
What's up?
Was if you were, bro, the inside of the dryer. What I mean by that is like, no, not the inside of the dryer, the inside of the washer, the thing that actually helps it spin.
Bruh.
That's what I was thinking of.
You're just gonna take out the separator, bro.
So your clothes are just stagnant. Now they're sitting in this stagnant, old, stanky water. Bro, taking all the detergent.
Bruh, I'm throwing all
that
her
would be
panties.
petty too.
I'm throwing all her pink panties with all the whites, bruh. Every time. Like, every time.
Well, you're not gonna be living with her no more.
I don't care. If I still got a key, I'm covered in. Like, you doing laundry? Bet.
Dog, since we on the topic of like petty stuff, right? And oftentimes, a lot of this petty stuff that happens, it stems from an argument. They really stemmed from nothing, right? We've talked about this before.
Facts.
How you just, females, they will argue over nothing. I mean, so will men. So will men.
Oh yeah, big facts.
But you want to know something that you should never tell a female?
What?
It's 2 words. It's very simple. Chill out. Never.
Them's fighting words.
That is something that a woman.
Fighting words.
That is something that a woman never wants to hear from you,
Bro, you're going to get your ass beat worse than how Izzy was beating you in your sleep.
dog. Because you know what's about to happen. The reaction is going to be, "Don't tell me to chill out,"
Right.
and then you done unleashed a whole different beast. You thought your girl was upset. Now she for real upset.
Hey, no, you know what though? You know how we just be throwing out little tidbits? This is how you know if your girl likes you or not, right?
All right.
Okay, and ladies, this works both ways, okay? This is how you tell if your man actually cares about you or not. If your girl gives you the silent treatment, this is how it works both ways, okay?
All right.
Because if she cares about you enough to put your ass on the silent treatment other than cussing your ass out, she's just waiting on you to make it up to her, right?
Right.
Vice versa, the only way that the silent treatment works is if you actually give a damn.
That's so true. Because if you don't, or if they don't, they out cheating.
Oh,
They cheating.
bruh. Could you imagine giving a cheating nigga the silent treatment? Bruh, he gonna have his side girl on the phone at the same time. He's like, "What's it?" Oh yeah. No, she don't feel like talking to me. All right, it's cool. No, come through by 7. I don't care.
So I was thinking along the other lines of the person that don't care is the one just giving the silent treatment.
Bruh.
So like where you think they about to come around? Nah. They out with every Tom, Dick, and Harry
Bruh.
out there. You would know tidbit, right? We on the tidbit tip. That sounded really weird, but
Pause.
yeah. big pause. So we're gonna go with it though. So and this is a pro tip for everybody, right? If you're sexually active.
Okay, so let's see where this is going.
I know, right? Rabbit hole, right? Ladies, if you want your man to last longer, don't say don't stop. I feel like that's the off button for us, bro. Because the moment that a man hears don't stop, it's over. He's gonna stop.
The soldiers just be like, "Did you say shots fired?"
Yo, I feel like that's the moment where it's like, you in the groove, right? All right, it's that spot. She know it. She letting you know it by saying don't stop. Why us men start changing up we start changing the flow.
Dog.
We start changing
Don't do that.
trying to change positions and
Don't
everything.
do that.
Like,
Don't do that. If she says right there, keep that same speed, the same rhythm. Don't try to up your game in that second just because you think you doing something. But I ain't gonna lie, that shit be hard as hell, bro. Because girls be saying, "Oh, right there," when you've been doing that shit for like 13 minutes straight,
bro,
you done had a cramp 10 minutes ago, bro. Just
and they don't understand. 13 minutes for them is a flash in the pan.
bro.
13 minutes for us is a grind.
Bro, it's a plank, bro. It's doing a plank.
A plank in my side because my damn jelly rolls is cramping.
Bro. Yo, what'll be the worst is when your girl can leave and play it off like it wasn't as bad as it was. Like her legs ain't wobbling, but as soon as you close that door, your legs get to wobbling. That was a 3-hour workout that we just went through.
Dog, and you know what? You be so upset because it ain't giving you abs afterwards. Right? Like 3 hours worth of work ain't do nothing for me. Now that was our advice for, the ladies if they want their man to keep going, right? Don't say that.
For real.
Now, if you do want it to stop, say 3 words. Don't pull out. Yeah. The magic words. Because the second,
Ladies, I just want y'all to know I have not pre-screened these tips that he's going to today. But I will say facts. That is big facts at the round table.
am I right? Another pro tip. I'm just plugging tips. Pause. Okay. If you want the relationship or situationship,
Booty call shit.
entanglement. if you are the female, this is advice for the female.
Okay.
If she would like it to continue, right? Don't utter the words. So where are we going with this?
Dog, you're going to get us canceled by every female out there, bro. Like,
I'm trying to help.
you are trying to dig us a grave. That's what you're doing right now.
No, because I see there's a rebuttal that's in favor of the women. Right? For all the men out there. Quit being a dog. That's it. Have some emotion. Feel something.
Again, I did not pre-screen any of these tips that he came with today.
I wouldn't want you to pre-screen my tips.
Pause. Big pause. I'm gonna need you to shift your paradigm again, bro. Because
Even if the only people that I'm helping are the thoughts of the world. I can't.
how thoughtful of you.
If the only people that I'm helping are the hoes and the thoughts and the no-gooders, at least I can prolong whatever y'all got going on. But just maybe, just maybe, they might learn from their mistakes. And that you can understand that a situationship is not really what you want.
Bruh.
It's really not.
Not even gonna go into big details on that one. But if you don't want it to be a situationship, let that be up front.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like
for everybody involved.
I feel like far too many times, one or the other is not honest in the very beginning about like their intentions. Because well, most of the time, I feel like, we're thinking more logically in the situation and more like kind of like what's in it for me, whereas they're thinking, maybe more emotionally.
Nowadays you can't even say that because nowadays everybody's pretty much on the same page. You got hoe ass niggas and you got hoe ass women. Like it's just,
that's true.
And that's kind of, again, like we talked about last week. That's one of the issues with relationships in these times. You know, is because of the fact that we're pretty much on a level playing field now.
Yeah, we are. Oh, no doubt.
When it comes to certain roles and things that people want you to fit into, boxes and shit, all that's out the window now. Like, you got female hustlers just as much as you got men hustlers. Like, so if you are one of those type of niggas that's just a stay-at-home hoe, you're only in it for the PS5, you need to let that shit be up front, bro. Because when she kick your raggedy ass out the house, don't be acting like you ain't know what's up.
Right. You really can't get mad if you're told up front.
Facts. That is true.
And for the people that are watching, I don't want them to think that I'm a dog because I'm not about none of that.
Big facts.
I'm not about none of that. You know me. You know I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm in it for the hilarity.
Yeah, I know you ain't shit, but just in a different way.
Yeah. You gonna do me like that in front of everybody, bro?
How many times you be getting coming from me, bro?
You right.
Pause.
Yo, I can't even speak. Like you said, 2021 ain't nobody shit.
2021 ain't nobody's shit. That just is what it is. Look. This will be my tidbit right here, right? If you want to know if the person that you fucking with is something real, have a real conversation with their ass. Like, and I mean a real ass conversation with them.
Yeah.
Like, why do you fuck with me? You know,
Right.
Above all the other people that you got, why do you fuck with me?
And two, don't rush into sex. Why? I mean, I get why it's a carnal instinct to want to do that, but like if you really want to find out if somebody's really in it for you and your mind and what you're about, don't rush into that.
Facts. And that's not just for the ladies, that's on the dude side too.
Oh, yeah.
There are some good ass dudes out there.
Yeah. Oh,
that-
there's tons of good dudes.
And, they want to settle down too. I mean, we in our 30s now, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like you said before, we're no longer dating just to date. We're dating for potential marriage and shit
Right.
like that,
Right.
So, again, if you want to find out if the person that you messing with is real and is about you, simple ass question.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you fuck with me?
Yeah.
Above everybody else you got options with.
And be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell a bunch of lies trying to make this person believe, certain things, because you're gonna get found out.
Facts.
If you lying, you're gonna get found out.
Facts.
And it's gonna be bad for you.
And on that note, I think it is time, my guy.
I think so.
I think we have said enough to get canceled this week.
Yeah, I was really on some bullshit today. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna cap. No cap. You see,
You
I don't
ain't even got the cap.
You see
You
what I'm
ain't even got the cap this week.
But anyways, man.
So if you want to go ahead, drop that IG. Let
Yeah,
them
for
know where
sure.
to find us.
For sure. All right, y'all. Listen, if y'all enjoyed the show today, stay tuned. Keep watching. You can follow us on IG at HOTRT_podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Check us out there at the Homies of the Round Table. And peep us. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know.
For real. And again, ain't nobody shit. We out.